Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, your life just isn't moving forward? Like you're running on a treadmill but never getting anywhere? The truth is, you might be sabotaging your own success every single day without even knowing it. Today, I'm revealing the 10 most destructive habits that are secretly killing your potential. And if you don't break free from them now, you could be stuck in a never-ending cycle forever. Number 1. Procrastination. Imagine having a person following you around, whispering in your ear all day, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that every mistake is proof that you're a failure. Now, what if I told you that person is you? That's the destructive power of negative self-talk. It's like a silent enemy living inside your mind, feeding off your fears and insecurities. This habit ruins your confidence, shatters your motivation, and keeps you stuck in a mental loop of self-doubt. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Every time you tell yourself, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never be able to do this," you're programming your mind to believe it's true. Over time, this inner dialogue becomes your reality. It's not just affecting your mindset. It's dictating every choice you make, keeping you from chasing your goals and pushing you to settle for less. If you keep letting these thoughts control you, you're handing over your life to an invisible enemy that's determined to destroy you from within. It's time to silence that voice before it sabotages everything you're capable of becoming. Number 2. Negative self-talk. Most people don't realize that the real enemy isn't outside. It's right in their own mind. Negative self-talk is one of the most damaging habits that can ruin your entire life without you even noticing. It's like a silent poison that seeps into your thoughts, twisting your perception and dragging down your self-esteem. Every time you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I can't do this," or "I always mess things up," you're feeding this toxic habit. Over time, these negative affirmations turn into your core beliefs, making you believe that you're incapable of achieving success or happiness. The result? You start holding yourself back, avoiding opportunities, and settling for a mediocre life. The worst part is, negative self-talk traps you in a vicious cycle. The more you think negatively, the more you look for proof that you're right. It's like chaining yourself to a mindset that keeps you small, constantly undermining your potential. And if you don't break free from it, it will keep blocking every attempt you make to change your life for the better. You can't let these internal attacks define who you are. It's time to stop listening to that voice before it destroys your dreams for good. Number 3. Holding grudges. Holding grudges may seem harmless, but in reality, it's like carrying a heavy weight that only pulls you down. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or past pain, you're letting the actions of others control your emotions and dictate your happiness. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But the truth is, holding grudges doesn't hurt them. It hurts you. It clouds your mind, fills you with negativity, and prevents you from moving forward. You end up reliving the same pain over and over again, which traps you in a cycle of bitterness. This habit is a silent killer of your peace and emotional well-being. You're wasting valuable energy on someone who may not even think about you anymore. And while you're stuck, unable to let go, the other person is living their life, completely unaffected. The longer you hold on, the more you lose. Peace of mind, positivity, and the ability to grow. If you don't learn to release these grudges, they will continue to eat away at your happiness, leaving you empty and frustrated. It's time to let go before this habit destroys your mental and emotional health completely. Number 4. Seeking approval. Always needing approval from others can ruin your life more than you think. It might seem harmless at first, seeking validation for your decisions, asking for opinions, or wanting to fit in. But over time, this habit strips away your confidence and personal power. When you constantly chase approval, you're allowing other people to control how you feel about yourself. You start making choices based on what others want, rather than what's truly right for you. You end up molding yourself to fit everyone else's expectations, losing your identity in the process. The truth is, this need for approval is a never-ending trap. The more you get, the more you crave. It's like a drug that provides temporary satisfaction, but leaves you feeling empty and insecure. And what's worse, you'll never be able to please everyone. No matter what you do, someone will always have a negative opinion. So why give them that power over your life? Living for others' approval will only lead to frustration, burnout, and a lack of true happiness. If you don't break free from this habit, you'll find yourself stuck, unable to move forward, always looking for others to tell you what you're worth. Number 5, comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is one of the quickest ways to destroy your self-esteem. It might start with just a glance at someone's success, their looks, or even their lifestyle. But this habit slowly poisons your mind, making you feel inadequate and unworthy. When you constantly compare your achievements to someone else's, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You focus on what they have and what you don't, which makes you blind to your own strengths and progress. It's a toxic cycle. No matter what you do, someone will always seem to be doing it better. And instead of feeling inspired, you feel defeated, doubting your own abilities. This habit steals your joy and turns every accomplishment into a competition. You start chasing someone else's goals, thinking that's what you need to be happy. But in reality, the more you compare, the more you lose sight of your unique path. It's a never-ending battle that leaves you exhausted, stuck in a constant state of envy and dissatisfaction. If you don't stop this habit, you'll never appreciate who you are or what you've achieved, and you'll always feel like you're not enough, no matter how far you've come. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, so you never miss out on more life-changing content. Number 6, not setting boundaries. Not setting boundaries is a dangerous habit that can ruin your life without you even realizing it. When you allow others to cross your personal limits, you're giving them control over your time, emotions, and energy. This habit turns you into a people pleaser, saying yes to everyone else's needs while neglecting your own. Over time, this can lead to burnout, resentment, and a loss of self-respect. You find yourself drained, overwhelmed, and wondering why you never have time for yourself. The truth is, without boundaries, people will continue to take advantage of your kindness, expecting more and more, until there's nothing left to give. It's not just about saying no, it's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Without clear boundaries, your relationships become unbalanced, with others always demanding and you always sacrificing. This habit makes you feel trapped, frustrated, and ultimately powerless. And the worst part? When you don't set boundaries, you start losing sight of what you want in life because your focus shifts to keeping others happy. If you don't break free from this habit, you'll be left feeling empty and unfulfilled, stuck living a life that's not even yours. Number 7, overthinking. Overthinking is like being trapped in a mental maze that you can't escape. It starts with a single thought, then spirals into a whirlwind of what-ifs and maybes until you're completely paralyzed by indecision. This habit tricks your brain into believing that you're solving problems, but in reality, you're only creating more. Every time you replay a conversation, worry about the future, or second-guess your decisions, you're wasting precious mental energy. The worst part, overthinking keeps you stuck, unable to move forward or take action. It fills your mind with unnecessary stress, anxiety, and self-doubt, making even the smallest choices feel overwhelming. Instead of living in the moment, you're constantly focused on imaginary scenarios that may never happen. This habit drains your happiness and blocks you from finding real solutions because you're too busy thinking about everything that could go wrong. Over time, it turns into a toxic cycle that affects your confidence and makes you afraid to take risks. If you don't break free from this pattern, overthinking will continue to cloud your mind, hold you back, and keep you from living a fulfilling life. It's time to let go of the endless what-ifs and reclaim your peace. Number 8. Staying in toxic relationships. Staying in toxic relationships is one of the worst habits that can destroy your mental and emotional well-being. It's like being stuck in a never-ending cycle of pain where you keep hoping things will get better, but they never do. Toxic relationships drain your energy, kill your confidence, and make you question your worth. The constant negativity, manipulation, and disrespect leave you feeling trapped and powerless. But the hardest part is, you start believing that this is what you deserve. You convince yourself that things will change, that if you just try harder, everything will be okay. This toxic habit keeps you stuck, holding on to something that's only causing you harm. Over time, staying in a bad relationship affects every part of your life, your health, your happiness, and even your ability to trust others. You lose sight of who you are because you're too busy trying to fix what's broken. The truth is, no relationship is worth sacrificing your peace of mind. If you don't have the courage to walk away, this habit will continue to poison your self-esteem and leave you emotionally shattered, making it almost impossible to find genuine happiness and healthy connections. Number 9. Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline is a silent killer of dreams and potential. It might not seem like a big deal to skip a task just this once or procrastinate on something important, but over time, these small decisions add up. Without discipline, you're letting short-term desires control your long-term goals. This habit makes you start projects full of motivation, only to abandon them halfway when things get tough. It creates a pattern of inconsistency, where you're constantly shifting between new goals but never achieving any of them. Lack of discipline also makes you more vulnerable to distractions, keeping you stuck in a cycle of wasted time and unfulfilled plans. It's not just about completing tasks, it's about building the mindset that pushes you through obstacles and keeps you focused, even when it's difficult. If you don't have the discipline to stick to your commitments, you're giving up control over your own life. This habit not only affects your productivity, but also your confidence and self-respect. Without discipline, achieving success becomes nearly impossible, and you'll always find yourself wondering why you're stuck in the same place. It's time to break free from this habit and take control of your life before it's too late. Number 10. Ignoring your health. Ignoring your health is a habit that can slowly ruin every aspect of your life. When you constantly neglect your physical and mental well-being, you're setting yourself up for long-term consequences that can't be easily reversed. Skipping meals, ignoring sleep, and living on junk food might seem like minor things, but over time, they weaken your body and drain your energy. Your immune system suffers, your focus decreases, and you become more prone to stress and illness. But it's not just about the physical impact. Ignoring your health also affects your mood, your productivity, and even your relationships. When you're not taking care of yourself, it's impossible to give your best in other areas of life. The worst part is, this habit doesn't show its damage overnight, which makes it easy to overlook until it's too late. You may not feel the effects now, but in the future, you'll find yourself battling health issues that could have been prevented. If you continue to ignore your health, you're sacrificing the quality of your life for temporary convenience. It's time to prioritize your well-being before this habit robs you of the energy, vitality, and longevity that you need to truly enjoy life. And there you have it. 10 life-killing habits you must quit before it's too late. Breaking free from these patterns isn't easy, but your life will change in ways you can't even imagine once you do. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you never miss out on more content like this. Also, check out the videos appearing on your screen right now. They'll dive deeper into habits and strategies that will elevate your life even further. See you in the next one.